productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys him, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. You're not making a miss. You've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
Tosses to the quarterback. He's going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, they've been working on these trick plays in practice, and they must have felt ultra confident to go with it here.
And we practice them all the time, and everybody gets so excited in practice. When are we going to do it this week? When are we going to call it? Great timing on the call for the trick play, and you can see it caught the defense way off guard.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right at it.
Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Number 8, with the carry.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, South Carolina, 8.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were.
There's a live football.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They're bringing heat. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
Oh, there's the ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
14, South Carolina, 10.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pumps it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And now on second down for this offense. The give. Still on his feet at the 45. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Howard. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that, you go get it. You're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
From the gun, the ground game. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 4 over Cal. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes to the right. He's at the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got a man in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The option look. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The give out of the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
A run for the quarterback. Passes, takes him still on his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the toss. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Looking for a productive play on first down. This guy can throw it. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. They'll leave it with him. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was not fooled on that 3rd down. They were expecting that could be run. Linebackers doing a nice job really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll mark it down at the 30. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And there was some eye contact going on there on that last play. Press man coverage. The receiver was looking at his guy like, please throw this up for me. You know we got this one. I'm going to beat this guy at the line of scrimmage and make a play. Quarterback, there was no doubt where he was going with it. That's just two guys being on the same page.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Goes to the option. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. Playing on the road, you have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Power ahead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Direct snap. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter.
We're all tied up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Here we go. Freedom.
Handoff from the gun. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Brings up third down.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better.
2-9 Philly.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
To the air, it's Howard. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Got it.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the time. Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Purdue. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're testing the right side here. At the 30, just steamrolling the defense. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Complete downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Moving away from pressure. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is smashing people. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. trying to pick it up on the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And the Rebels are marching down the field.
Easy.
Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Okay, ready?
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Jackrabbit.
Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've got the lead in the final minute. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Fair catch, called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass it. He's going up top here late in the game. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, South Carolina. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Number 8.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Dances away. Open space at the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.